What's up, fam? So we got a story here out of Florida, specifically Florida A&M University. Shout out to FAMU and the students that go there. They were told that they couldn't use the word black in a flyer to promote events for Black History Month. Amazing. Uh, let's watch this news clip and then I'm gonna give my take. And as usual, I want you to give your take in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
Banned words. I'm News 6's Tylisa Hampton. For the last 2 years, Florida's public universities have been banned by state law from using tax dollars for diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. I spoke with a student with a historically Black university. She says that there's been a change to how they celebrate Black History Month. What were some of those words that you were having pushback on?
So it was Black was one of them, affirmative action I heard about, and then women as well.
It's those words Aaliyah Stewart in her final year at Florida A&M College of Law says she was told couldn't be broadcast or published as she makes flyers for her organization, Black Law Student Association.
We couldn't use the word Black in Black History Month. We needed to abbreviate it.
I took those concerns to the university. They replied with this statement. In part saying Florida A&M University has consistently been in full compliance with Senate Bill 266 and Board of Governors Regulation 9.016. We support and have implemented the policy direction established by the governor, the legislator, and the Board of Governors.
Just want to pause this right quick because I want to make sure I get this right. Board of Governors Regulation 9.016. I might look that up here in a second. Might look this up in just a second.
As it relates to DEI and consistent with related federal court rulings.
I just don't want us to be censored this way. I mean, not being able to use the word Black, women, it's very frustrating.
For students like Aaliyah, the effect of the law's application is chilling.
Because we're just trying to promote, the core mission statement that our school has is to promote diversity and inclusion for everybody. So it's very frustrating. And I did reach out to the university again to detail what exactly could not be said, but I'm still waiting to hear back on that. Now, Aaliyah did say that they're still waiting on a Black History Month flyer to get approved. She says she chose not to abbreviate that one, but she has not heard back from campus officials yet. Reporting for News 6, I'm Tylisa Hampton.
You ever been in a relationship? Let's say your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever may have done something, cheated, stole some money, done something behind your back, and you catch them. So now they're like pleading their case, trying to do things to make things right. It may not be sincere, but they know they have to do it in order to keep the peace because you're upset. And then as time goes on and you show your frustrations and you try to forget, but it's just hard to do it over time. Still hard to do it after a while. And then they say, hey, how long do we have to go through? How long do I have to deal with this? With you questioning me, with you scrutinizing me, checking phones, checking emails, whatever, calling every 10 minutes, see where I'm at. How, checking alarms and stuff like that, time stamps on alarm. How long do I gotta sit there and deal with this? And you're like, you're the one who messed up. You're the one who created the situation for as long as it takes. Now they can be like, the hell with this, I'm done with it. Or they can sit here and continue to deal with it until they get a chance to fight back. Although, again, it's a situation that they created. This is what it's like, I feel, with them folk in power towards Black folk. You create a situation that we're in right now. You created this situation due to slavery, whether you got the people that was over here in the North American continent, or the ones in the Central or South America, and you brought them up here, or even the ones that you brought from Africa, whatever the, whatever the case may be, you create a situation. And now you got people who are upset, want our reparations, want our get back, want our comeuppance, want things to be made whole and right. And now you got an attitude. Like, how long do we got to listen to y'all complain about slavery? But we didn't do it. We didn't make the situation. You caused the situation. And you still haven't fully repaid it, because a lot of us are still in poverty, low income, low education levels, can't find, y'all won't, you know what I'm saying? You won't let us stay, too many of us stay in your neighborhoods. We can't go to the school. We can't go to the schools your kids go to. Everything. It's like the majority of stuff is subpar that you give us or allow us to have in your country. But again, you created this. So now you got a president in here who's saying enough is enough. Now we got to stop all this, because we're sick and tired of paying back something that we have no intention of paying back fully. That's what's going on in a situation like this, with this whole DEI, can't say black at a black university on a Black History Month flyer. That's the most retarded thing I've ever seen in my life. They are just finally got laws, rules, and regulations in place to where they can say, we're tired of hearing what y'all got to say. Now we're just going, we're tired of feeling guilty about what we've done and what has happened in the past and what still happens right now. And what we want to do, we want to get rid of all that and make, hey, everybody's human. God, dog, everybody's all the same, blah, blah, blah. But your actions still do not show it. Now, on the flip side, my people, Black Americans, do you understand why we're at this situation at this point? It's because we have become too comfortable to the point that we like to sit back, relax, do nothing, thinking that we're getting a comeuppance with, the government giving us things, doing stuff for us. We all right, got a nice job. We can go to school for free. You know what I'm saying? If we keep a certain income, we can live low, if we keep a certain income. You act like that's what they're giving you, what you're owed, but that is not even the case. But the thing is, we have got comfortable. But not paying attention to what's still going on, instead of getting out there and say, okay, now look, because let's say like my situation, you can use me as an example, and maybe somebody in your family as an example. Want to go to school, college, right? Enrolls in the class, paying for it himself, talking about me, for the most part. Well, paying for it, and saying get student loans if I need it, but going to school, going to work, trying to raise kids. That's what I'm doing. Person over here want to go to school, but they get the grants, the student loan stuff like that, then drop class. Back in the day, you can drop, if you get the cash. A lot of people used to get the check and then drop out of school, then use that money. And then, tax time come, use that money to live life, not doing anything, getting food stamps. Because hell, I got food stamps for like 2 years and Medicaid for my kids about 2 years. They do it, but they do it continuously, do it, no matter what, not doing anything to come up because they're comfortable. Me, I'm like, I'm not trying to be like this for the rest of my life, because my daughters are getting older, and they depending on me to succeed in order to help them when they at this age and when they get older. I need to be there for them at any time of their life that they need me. Person over here, oh well, I'm just living comfortable. I know I want to do this, but I'm just living comfortable. When I get it perfect, when the time is right, I'm gonna go back to school. When the time is right, I'm gonna go learn a trade. Over here, it's like there's no time like the present. There's no perfect time to do anything. Because I know I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I know at any time these food stamps or this Medicaid or this warehouse job ain't gonna be enough. And inflation is steadily going up, insurance prices, rates are going up. I got to get out here and make some money. I go to school, get my degree, maximize my earning potentials in this field. So now I can take care of myself, my family. So my kids are older, still take care of them. And if you know what I'm saying, just if my parents need anything, which they don't, but I got enough money to take care of kids, grandkids, extended family, kids, grandkids, stuff like that. I can do that now because I went and did that sacrifice, seeing what's happening in the future. But we got too many people on this side that's just comfortable. So then when times like this hit and minimum wage ain't went up since damn near when I was in high school, a little bit more, was it $5.75 right now? When I got out of high school, minimum wage was $5. And that was 30. Damn, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's like 30 something years ago, a little over 30 years ago. So it's only went up 70, 75 cents since I got out of high school. And now minimum wage. And so you better $6 an hour. When I'm making $6 an hour, you can have an apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, all bills paid. You got your car with no car note. You can survive. Now you can't survive on $17 an hour with 1-bedroom. But you got to see, I saw what was coming in the future. I paid attention, said I'm gonna sacrifice because I'm gonna take care of myself, get my family out the hood, this and the third, be able to do what I need to do, be able to do what I want to do. But you got folks that got comfortable, didn't take advantage of any kind of programs that was out there for them. When I say take advantage, did not take advantage, meaning didn't use it in order to build and become greater. They misuse it instead of using it correctly. And so now you at a time where, shoot, you got no control over nothing. Now they can come and say, well, minimum wage is only this amount of money, this amount of money. We're not raising minimum wage, and we're not giving you money for this, and all these schools that holler DEI and affirmative action and doing things for Black people and Asian people and Hispanic people. We're getting rid of all that. It's just for people. We're gonna do it on merit. No, that's a doggone lie. That's a lie from the pit of hell. We're gonna do it all on merit now. So if you do right, if you're hard working and you do right, you have a great chance of getting in. Which is again a lie from the pit of hell. I remember when a counselor told me when I was talking about nurse school, getting into it, how hard it would be for me to get in nurse school. That man told me years ago. He said, "You are a shoo-in because you are a Black male, and they need those in nursing. Affirmative action, DEI, call it what you want to." He said, "But you still got to do the work." So I went and done the work. I'm like, shit, you're going to open the door for me. I'm going to do the work to get in. And that's what I did. And that's how I'm where I'm at now. And I ain't ashamed of it. But now it's not really available like it was back then. You see what I'm saying? You got to take advantage of what's going on. So now they're telling you can't use Black in Black History Month. But if school alumni would actually give money back to schools to help fund it. You see schools like Notre Dame, schools like Harvard, they got hell amounts of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in dowries, just sitting in the coffers, just collecting interest, compounding daily. But yet those who went to these HBCUs are not giving back. And you saw Howard last week, sewage flood in the damn cafeteria because people are not giving money back to these schools. Black folks not giving money back to these Black schools. They're not really helping to finance this stuff because they want these schools want to be dependent on the government to give them money. You beg and beg and beg for money, then they give you some. Now it's like, now you owe us, but then it's like, well, We gave you money. What you do with it? And then you go and squander it and stuff like that. You're not doing what you need to do to get better, is what I'm trying to get at. To be able to be self-sufficient, to be able to say, forget all y'all, forget the government. Like I told y'all before, the ways that HBCUs can get the money that they supposedly ask for and need from the federal government. All everybody has to do is give $7 to every HBCU in the country. I mean, every working Black individual, no matter the age, you give $7 per month to any HBCU. Just go down the alphabet. And by the end of that, which is like 107 HBCUs, that would equate $4 billion distributed equally to all HBCUs. It's simple as that. But until we actually become self-sufficient and not talking about it and actually doing it, you got to put up with this. You're going to have to, because one thing you have to always remember: people respect and fear you more and will be willing to do more for you or with you when you show that you're doing for yourself. When you show that you don't need them, you're like, well, whatever. I don't need you. I'm gonna go and make it myself. We'll be out over here. And then they'll be like, they don't need us no more. Well, you sure? What do you need? We can't come through and talk. We got some money for you. This and the third. You're like, no, I don't need no loans. Now, if you want to give me something, you want to help finance with no strings attached, do this, do that. If not, we'll figure it out ourselves because we don't need you no more. And basically that's the only way you're gonna stop things like this from happening. I mean, serious. I mean, period, point blank. There's nothing else. So there's nothing else you can do. Oh, I said I'm gonna look up something right quick. Let me see if I can find it. This is that Senate Bill 266. I had clicked on that earlier. And real quick, it say specify that faculty grievances terminate with the university president, or does I say prohibited expenditures at public post-secondary institutions. Bill specifies that a Florida college systems, institution, state university, or associated support organization may not expend any funds for programs or campus activities that violate the FEEA, advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion, or promote or engage in political or social activism. You know why? Because the youth are the one who starts the social activism. You see all these kids out here protesting ICE in these schools. Now, I have a question like, why are they doing it, especially when the majority of you can't read, write, or do math at your grade level? What, 17 to 20% does it, even, which includes high school graduates? Like, you should be in class learning, because the people that you protesting for, that you trying to keep over here, them sons are going to take your jobs and taking over schools and things like that, and you're going to be left behind. And when it's time to protest for you, ain't nobody going to be out there for us. I hope my people understand that. Like, seriously. But like I said, a lot of these kids are protesting now for nothing but, as they get a little older, some of them are going to get political. Some of them are really going to be about that activism, and they're going to do something to actually help the Black community. So that's why they're trying to stop that the social stuff and the promoting a political or social activism. Why trying to curb all that, because they ain't looking for you to overthrow the government or to tell somebody some facts or something that they need to hear, and then they'd be like, well, damn, why we been doing this? Why weren't we doing this in the beginning? They don't want another Martin Luther King. They don't want another Malcolm X. They trying to avoid that as much as possible. Anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do it around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, love, and I'll see you on the other side.